Travis Holmes with BigCatCountry.com, the Believe Podcast Network, and the Duval Dive Podcast here with your Jacksonville Jaguars breaking news. Your Jacksonville Jaguars have traded away 30-year running back Tank Bigsby on Monday to the Philadelphia Eagles for a fifth and sixth round 2026 draft pick. The Jacksonville Jaguars continue loading up, those draft picks for that 2026 draft, and they continue to tinker with that running back room, which we knew would be a possibility or even maybe even a likelihood heading into this season up through the trade deadline. Obviously, having four quality backs in the backfield, then that left an opportunity for the Jaguars to continue that loading process for that upcoming draft. We already know the Jaguars didn't have a first-round draft pick due to the Travis Hunter trade. At this point, they now have 13 total picks in next year's draft, so they can maneuver as they deem necessary with 1 second rounder, 3 third rounders, a 4th rounder, 3 fifth rounders, a 6th rounder, and 4 7th rounders in that 2026 NFL draft. And the ability to move Tank Bigsby, unfortunately just presented itself when the fact that they were going to offer 2 draft picks for someone who at the moment was primarily a special teams player for the Jacksonville Jaguars. And there were initial reports that the Eagles were going to include previously the 49ers pick that was traded to them for defensive end Bryce Huff. However, that report was later corrected to say that that was not the pick included, and this would be the trade for the Jaguars, the 5th rounder and the 6th rounder for Tank Bigsby, cut and dry. So that is the trade. Again, just correcting that previous report. And I'm sure that many in Duval County kind of thought like, oh man, that really does stink. But we kind of knew it was going to be the case with Allen's dominant pass protection, and especially in the preseason and in game 1 of the season with the multiple great pass protection plays on many of the longer plays like the De'Ami Brown dagger route. You have the Allen rush on 3rd down for the 1st down, and he also had a catch in the passing game for 4 yards. You have Bashaw Tootin, who also had a great game. I mean, look at that vision, like him on the zone read. He actually allows it. He's patient and allows the blocking to get in front of him, bounces it backside, and picks up 8-9 yards on the rush. And his pass protection was also reasonably solid overall. And throughout the preseason, Tootin had positive yardage on 18 of his 19 touches with no negative plays. Like when you have a guy like that in your stable and you brought that guy in, you drafted him, you kind of knew this was it was going to be either Etienne or Tank Bigsby as the guys who were potentially on that radar for other teams to kind of, hey, what are you guys up to? Are you interested? And with Etienne's dominant game in week 1 with, again, 143 yards, that became a very obvious decision for the Jacksonville Jaguars. So I'm happy it's a great landing spot for Tank Bigsby. And the Jaguars get 2 more draft picks, but also in a corresponding move with the trade now being made official by the Jacksonville Jaguars, the team has also added running back Cody Schrader from the Rams practice squad. Now, Schrader was a walk-on at Missouri who ended his college career with the most rushing yards in a single season by an SEC team since 2016. He had 1,627 yards back in the 2023 season, and he spent last year with the Rams practice squad, again, before this signing this season. Now, in this previous preseason, Schrader had 27 carries for 120 yards, which was a 4.4 average. He had 3 receptions for 33 yards with a touchdown, and he was top 5 in running back total PFF grades in the preseason, top 5 in rushing yards, top 5 in yards after contact, and he had 6 missed tackles forced. So he was also the 2nd highest graded player on special teams for the Rams, and he's also a kick returner. So he could potentially be someone who can slide in and that Tank Bigsby role at kick return, or he could simply be someone who's going to be maybe behind behind Bashaw Tootin and maybe Parker Washington as a backup kick returner. But he's now signed on to the Jaguars active roster from the Rams practice squad, so they have a few more options there. Again, multiple. They just continue tinkering with that running back room, but But definitely keep it locked into bigcatcountry.com. Keep it locked into the Duval Dive. Please like and subscribe. And until next time, see you guys Wednesday. Duval.